Summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Flip.
They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run here with Clement. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Ryan. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go with a fullback line. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
Hey, 59, ready. 25,
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
ready. Blue ready. 53, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll throw again. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got it to Hilton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Damarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways.
Now he's into the clear. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Winston. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes our score 17-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. Their first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
39, 61, match box, flight.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready. You ready.
52. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Let's go one more. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to...
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got you, Pop. Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Got you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, LA! Jerick McKinnon in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here, right here. Where's easy. Hey, 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our top.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done? Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made.
I want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Winston now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here again is McKinnon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got his man Hilton. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. James White with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run out of the gun with Clement. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Where? 52.
Now Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
We got 6.
A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Ryan. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Come on.
Off the play fake, Winston. Completes it to Lee. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Rams 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They run it with McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, blue 80, I-25, check, 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 check.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Ryan going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First down, Seahawks.
Mike.
Ready, flag, what do you got?
Mike.
We own them. We own them.
Running is Clement. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the leg.
They'll run again with Clement. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A carry for Clement, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. McKinnon.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former USC Trojan, familiar with this place, Leonard Williams. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point try by Bailey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.